When The Exorcism of Emily Rose hit theaters in 2005, audiences were terrified. The movie told the story of a young woman who undergoes exorcisms while her health spirals out of control, ending in her tragic death. But what made the film even more disturbing is that it wasn't just fiction, it was inspired by a real case. That case was the story of Anneliese Michel, a 23-year-old woman from Germany, whose life ended after a series of controversial exorcisms in the 1970s. Anneliese was born in 1952 in Bavaria, into a strict Catholic family. By all accounts, she was a kind and intelligent young woman. But at the age of 16, she began experiencing strange health problems. She suffered seizures and was eventually diagnosed with temporal lobe epilepsy. Doctors prescribed medication, but her symptoms worsened. Anneliese began experiencing hallucinations, claiming she saw demonic faces and heard voices damning her to hell. Despite medical treatment, nothing seemed to help. And as the years went on, her condition took on a darker, more spiritual form. By her early 20s, Anneliese became convinced she was possessed by demons. She reported being unable to enter holy places, claimed to feel an invisible force pressing her down, and even drank her own urine in fits of compulsion. Her devout family also began to believe something supernatural was happening. They turned to the Catholic Church, begging for an exorcism. At first, the church refused, urging continued medical care. But after years of worsening symptoms and disturbing behavior, 2 priests were finally authorized to perform the rite of exorcism. Between September 1975 and July 1976, Anneliese underwent 67 exorcism sessions, each lasting up to 4 hours. Audio recordings from these sessions still exist, where Anneliese's voice is said to change, sounding guttural and inhuman. She claimed to be possessed not by one spirit, but by many, including Lucifer himself, Judas, and even Adolf Hitler. But while these rituals went on, her health collapsed. Anneliese refused to eat, believing it was the demons preventing her. Over time, she grew severely malnourished and dehydrated. On July 1, 1976, Anneliese Michel died in her home. She weighed just 68 pounds. The autopsy listed the cause of death as malnutrition and dehydration, compounded by the physical stress of the exorcisms. Her parents and the 2 priests were put on trial, charged with negligent homicide. The trial shocked the world. The defense argued that Anneliese was truly possessed and that the exorcisms were necessary.